Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to show you this dead simple high touch email tool that I made. It's honestly one of the few things that you can't even get on the market right now. So I'm going to share my screen. So how it works quickly, there's a myriad of use cases that you can do with this. So what's going on right now is I recently scraped Hacker News. They have like this who's hiring thread. Okay, so I got a whole bunch of emails from them. Now, the first thing I'm going to demonstrate is writing a tailor-made email multiple times and sending it to this entire list. And mind you, they have this for every month. Um, okay, and then we're gonna put maybe like five. Let's do like 8 emails. Have 8 emails drafted. Right. So what's going on? I'm being a little bit verbose here, but in the when we actually use the tool, you don't have to like specify this. Sometimes Claude needs a little bit more pushing. But effectively, at the same time, I'm also teaching you that this command is something within cold email. Cold email has like this MCP server, which is what Claude is talking to. And you can just hit yes for all of these. Now 250 comments to analyze. Um, so what it's doing, it's going on the web page and analyzing these comments, and at the same time, in the environment file, there is a link to your CV. I'm not doing this for myself. I already have a job. I'm running this company. I'm also working part-time at a fintech company. So I'm doing this on behalf of one of my friends who's looking for a job. She's actually like a really good growth marketer in crypto that I've known for a while. So we're going to let this run and start drafting. Um, and there's a couple of things to note for this tool. Oftentimes, many cold emails, or if you're sending them out normally, you'll run into a couple issues. You're gonna run into like a spam trap, right? So what we do is we use a rotating set of domains and a rotating set of IP addresses to send. In that way, it will never, your emails are very unlikely to hit that spam to get marked as spam. And that only happens if like 10 angry people in a row decide to mark your email as spam, which obviously doesn't happen because again, these are not copy and paste messages. These are actual messages. Let's scroll up a little bit. These are actual messages that are personalized and they answer the question that the person who made the job posting talks about. So of course they're going to treat you like a real person. So while it's drafting, I can show you some of the emails that it already sent out. So if you see here, this, okay, got it. Yeah. So if you just read this, you can see that Maria, just using one of our rotating domains, I came across NetBird's Hacker News hiring post. This is her CV. This is her portfolio. She's also like a business, consulting agency runner. This is her LinkedIn. So you're not going to be mistaken for, yeah, for a spammer. And then the content itself is personalized. I would say this is like one of the best tools for job hunting. And also, I'm going to get into this soon, one of the best tools uh, for business to business outreach. Why are we doing, yeah, delete draft, sure. Maybe it detected a duplicate. Deleting the 5 needs to leave exactly 8. Try on the blacklist. Sure. So 8 are scheduled for review, so you can use the CLI or you can use Claude. And you just need to sample a little bit. View the draft for this. And you don't have to be that verbose, right? With Claude, you can send it human commands. Hi there. Second. Okay. So again, ensure that rewrite all drafts to be a and your signature should be I am completely out of the picture. Okay. So it's a good thing to double check the drafts. But as you can see, uh, while it messed up, this tool can also be used for business to business outreach, right? We know that Normcore has a strategic finance opening. This is something that our tool is capable of because it scrapes their job posting. And what does strategic finance mean? It means that they're looking for a solution for better ROI, for better distribution. And that's exactly what Lucia Protocol does. We create tools for better ROI on distribution. Remember reaching out because Mander Hall is selling into complex physical good markets with buy activity range. So again, drafted. Uh, this is drafted as a BD system. So in the future, I'm going to be a little bit more explicit so that Claude knows exactly when I'm going to do some prompt, system level prompts. So Claude knows exactly when to send an email that's designed for a job application and one that's designed for a business to business outreach. Honestly, some of these are kind of good. I want to just like send them right now. So we're waiting for Claude to finish its thing. If you want to check out exactly what Hacker News signing isn't done yet. Okay, it's done. So I'm going to show it to you later. Yeah, instead of remembering specific command line interface commands, we can just use human language. Hi, Moby and team. This is Maria, CV. Yes, this is her CV. This is her LinkedIn portfolio. Great. So now what we're going to do, again, this is another cool thing at Claude. You can hit say send all. You can even give it a screenshot. Um, Send all one by one for each ID on the screenshot. Or you could just say send all. But in general, if you've ever used Claude, it's better to be more verbose. I'll approve all 8, right? There's an approve step. You can, obviously, this is smart enough to know that you want to have it do the approve step. And after it's approved, it will be sent. And I am starting to get notifications right now. Yeah, precisely at 10 p.m. sharp. Hi, I came across XDevs, right? We can ensure that these links work. Unfortunately, I'm not signed into LinkedIn, but you can go to this LinkedIn profile yourself if you are curious about this person who is seeking a job. All right, so she's a growth marketer based in Florida. This is her sort of blog, also her freelance website. And yeah, like imagine just uh, imagine doing nothing and all of a sudden you just like you're out to lunch or you're going out with friends and all of a sudden you come back and you have like 50 job application emails written for you, right? So I've done videos like that before where like I will literally send 150 emails at a time. Those are quite long, so I'm actually gonna skip that portion. And let's go into the B2B side of things, right? So, for the B2B side, I am going to actually, um, we're going to have to modify a file first. The file is the source email. So instead of sending it as Maria, we're going to send it as, who am I? Yeah, we're going to send it as one of my assistants, Joanna. Lucia.com. Default reply to Jason at luciaprotocol.com. And then CC email at Lucia. Right. So I modified that. And now I need to actually restart the MCP server to register the change. Let's do it one more time. So we're gonna, in case you missed it. Okay. Now, let's take a look at some unsent B2B outreach emails from the drafts. Pick the top 10, top 15 that I haven't sent yet. First, show who, then wait for my command to start drafting off the emails. And then messages, I'm waiting for an important delivery. Yeah, reading some things in my BD channel. Sorry, guys, my phone has been blowing up. Okay, so as you can see, what's this? Pull the current unsent drafts. Sure, you can do it the Python way. Um, yeah, while it's doing that, you can just sort of demonstrate like why this tool is superior. I'm especially drawn to what you're building around HSA, FSA, right? They are probably doing the exact same thing, so you're addressing what they're looking for. You just don't give them a reason to say no. Um, Reach out directly, set across messaging, content launches. Like everyone needs a growth marketer. Yes. Thank you, Claude, for the confirmation. Let's okay. All right, unset. Top 15 picks. So does that mean that they are drafted or are they just listed? Let's to get view. Oops. Yeah. So in this case, actually want to be a little bit more. Uh, yeah, so this looks like a very generic cold email. And what you want to do, I mean, obviously you want to like in the middle of the email mention you've scaled companies to over, which is true. I had a cybersecurity company that I was able to do this for. State. Um, oops. So I want to give them a blog. Also, in the email, treat it like your buddy that you used to work with at Goldman Sachs. Don't make it so professional and sales cliche. Like, so, the language I expect the email content body to just assume the sale and uh, assume the sale and considerably shorter and more succinct. Need to probably mention do this for all 15 drafts. Yeah. So next up, one of our features that we could probably knock out in the next couple of days is probably going to just like have this be the default, this type of language. I had a discussion with someone very, very interesting, very knowledgeable about machine learning, and there's actually like better models for doing this type of thing than just use like than LLMs. They're basically world models. Yan LeCun is like a famous AI researcher who's talked extensively about sort of these models and what they allow you to do is how does this work? Over the shoulder. Yeah, what they allow you to do is I select this side by side. Yeah, how do I select this? Did it work? Okay, anyways, while it's rewriting, by default, the first email that it drafts should have this language. It should assume the sale, treat it like this is a person that you've known at Goldman Sachs, like casual but not too casual, right? But also someone that you have maybe a couple of like cool stories that are just like our secrets amongst yourself. Casual ex-colleague tone, assume the sale much shorter, right? Perfect. All 15 redrafted. Stewart, how should have this in place? So let's take a look at this. Chestnutify. Renaissance open sanctions. It's funny. Okay, it starts talking about their role, and then it transitions smoothly into what we do. So, like, instead of them needing like an entire person, they use this product. That's really actually really smart, very slick. Nice. Okay, now we're gonna just send them all. Again, in these, in normal day-to-day use cases, I would be simply, how do I say it? I would simply just let it send, go and make a drink, grab some lunch, come back to my desk, right? But in this email, I have to start in this video demo, I have to keep it concise, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to do that maybe during my own time. Let me pull up my inbox to see if they are being sent. Yeah, as you can see here, we maintain an active blacklist. So if we we send a message, they don't respond, we put them on the blacklist. Technically, it shouldn't even be called the blacklist. It should just be like the no response list or like the revisit list after like, 4 months. Blacklist would be a more accurate definition for blacklist would be like someone who like told you, is not interested. Please don't send me any more emails. But yeah, you can see here that it is working as intended, 100%, which is great. So let's go here. Side range is hiring push. And let's make this bigger. Side range is hiring push. Clean up was actually driving funded accounts. More about me. Let's go back here. Yeah, this is the one that we viewed. Speakeasies. And we have inbuilt security, so you are never like spamming, whether accidentally or purposely. We don't recommend you purposely spamming people. It's never a good idea for your reputation. I feel like the startup space is pretty small. So, what did we cover today? All right, we covered the ability for um, our tool to be both used as a job application system. We've covered the ability for our tool, as you can see here. We've also covered the ability for our tool to also send B2B outreach emails, as you can see in this. But there's so much more potential, right? Imagine you're going to Florida for Art Basel or something, and you go into your database, your Lucia database, and you say like, hey, you prompt Claude, go into cold email and tell me everyone who's based in Florida, or everyone that's going to Art Basel, and set up a meeting, or just ask them if they're going to Art Basel. Same thing for any major conference. Are you going to Korea Blockchain Week, right? Hey, I'm relocating in Korea for the next 3 months, and I want to connect with you since we both speak English and you have a similar background in mind in tech. Wanted to connect, right? So very, very fluid, very like anything and everything can be done by this tool, which is what makes it so powerful. It's not just like only used for drip campaigns. It's not like it's only used for job applications. Uh, if we are using it for drip campaigns, we tell the AI we're going to be in drip campaign mode. It's going to put on some slack on the blacklist and uh actually email more like, how do I say it, value, right? Promotions. It's going to email promotions to these companies if they don't respond, right? Or it's going to email them a video, a testimonial video, because maybe at first they don't quite see the value in it. Um, I hope this sets up a good initial understanding of the future potential of our tool. And uh, yeah, this is our first major demo video. Our product is out. Sign up at app.luciaprotocol.com and click the download link for Lucia's email outreach tool, and you will be able to do exactly what I've done. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, I can be reached by email at my reply to address, jason@luceraprotocol.com. Thank you.